Welcome back, everybody, to the Dust Spell. And basically, everyone needs to roll me some initiative.
I am writing in my journal.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to stop writing for a second and fucking. Well, I mean, you can carry on.
About what Becky
You never
and Todd
have to
did.
fight if you don't want to fight.
I think that's the third week in a row I've got 23 on my initiative.
Dude, this entire program is so rigged.
Yeah.
All right, where's my script? I don't know what to say here. Forgot my lines. Lines!
Lines.
It's high noon.
Oh wait, I don't have the monster up. Hold on. This is.
I knew it somewhere in the
So
world.
what do we hear like outside of the?
Yeah, you guys need to roll me perception checks as well. Actually.
Okay.
That's the first thing we need to do,
Or
really.
chocobos.
Because I'll do that before I roll initiative.
For the chocobos, the demon chocobos.
I hope they're chocobos.
Oh no.
You realize we're never going to be allowed back on this train.
Yeah, like
We
ever.
kind of already aren't.
It'll be a recurring thing, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had
It'll always be this gnome.
I had to
every
convince
month.
him to let you guys back on.
Yeah, it took some doing.
All right. So who do we have here? Strings. Arden. Arden, you are sitting down, looking out the window. Carlias, roll me a perception as well.
Oh.
And
Still telling the story, even though Strings isn't there.
just telling a story.
I'm still
Carlias,
there,
maybe
like-
you've fallen asleep or something. Maybe you're snoozing at this point. Just drifting off a little. Strings is really preoccupied. Just really
Yeah, I walked
preoccupied.
back now.
And Arden, you see out the window, and very, very obviously see out the window these forms flying towards the back of the train. Very obviously, what you see is this very bizarre creature. Roll me a nature check, just see if you know what the hell this is. You're looking at like the body and wings of like a very large bird, and then the head of a stag, complete with horns. What are they called?
Antlers.
Antlers. I've never seen.
Horns?
They're
Horns?
horns if they're permanent. They're
They're
antlers
all
if
Don't
they
we have
shed.
Dia in London?
The on a 22, you will also notice that its shadow is very strange. The shadow that's on the ground isn't of this big winged beast. It's much smaller. As it approaches the side of the train, you see that it kind of looks more like a humanoid shape flying. The shadow looks like it would be Superman or something, but then the creature is this enormous flying beast creature. So you are fully aware that this train, like two of them just doom on the top, and one of them just comes in and hits the side of the train with its antlers, just doom. And they continue to fly on the back of the train. You probably lose sight of them as they come over the top of the train, but you're very aware now that these horrible, monstrous creatures are attacking the train. Carlias is kind of dozing. Strings is probably so bored by Arden's story that he's making.
No, I'm just enthralled at this point.
enthralled by this amazing story, thinking about how to write a song or something.
Yeah.
Let me just very quickly write for add these creatures. They're known as peritons.
Okay, I'm glad I got to write these things up. Fucking
Never heard about that.
crazy.
They're fucking weird creatures, yeah. 10 and fuck me, they're slow though.
I guess I would notice it like as Arden starts staring at it, be like, what the fuck is that?
Carlias,
Dear.
you're asleep.
Flying deer. So anyways, the tea party was marvelous.
Yes, quite. Should we be
Uh,
worried about that?
Oh wait, hang on.
Or is that
Y'all shut up. I'm trying to sleep over here.
there's a
Tea
flying
party!
deer.
Oh,
You
what?
had tea with a god?
Yes?
What?
Or demigod? What
Callias, come show them the tea set.
Trying to sleep. Let me be.
We'll go play with the deer then.
Wait, what? Deer?
So anyways, tea party.
Yes.
Deer? What?
What tea was it?
A
The
DG.
the gnome. These are I'm just gonna leave you to it. You guys, Carlias, you're sort of out of the round at the moment. You're unaware of what's happening. The conductor is hanging on to the side of the open sides of this train. So essentially, you guys, where the metal is here, you can look out from very obviously. Other than that, you can't see out the sides of this train, Raja and Lash, unless you're standing here. So if you need a line of sight on something, you need these. You can come outside and climb up, either by going out of the back or the front, or attempting to climb up out of here. If you want to get on top of the freaking train and just be like, huzzah! Then you can do that. It's going to be extremely dangerous, of course.
Yeah.
So are stag birds of prey.
Mm.
So who knows what's going on? What is this? Who's done this? How did you do this?
Sorry. I'm trying to add light to myself so I can see. I haven't had light for 20 minutes. I didn't want to interrupt them.
I'll give the gnome like
40 feet of light.
and then you can see what he can see. Does that make it easier?
Oh, okay, that makes it so much easier. Thank you. Sorry, audience stuff.
Oh, I just realized I need to give you that power. I'll do that at some point. Yeah, here we go. Hang on, we're on the train.
There we go.
I'll give you what they can see.
Beauty.
But realistically, you can't actually see out the side of this Raja and Lash, for the record. But you do see the gnome going crazy. He sits there and goes,
Okay, you're Nanny Depot. And you there. Can you even fight things in the air?
Oh,
to
no.
Raja.
I'll figure something out.
Oh, okay, well, I guess, I'm just gonna try this.
And he puts his hand up and then forms three like darts in. They look like kind of icicles, and three of them appear on the top of his hand, and just goes.
Get back! It's my train!
And these three magic missiles launch out towards the very first of the Peritons here. Let's see here. What do you got, boy? What do you got, boy? 13.
Damn.
13.
13 damage.
13 damage.
Launching them all at one. So that brings you down to what? So these missiles launch out. For the rest of us, or from the gnome's perspective, one of these these huge peritons, these stag creatures, flies and then just gets struck by three darts. It staggers in the air, drops a little bit, and then regains its momentum. Arden, you don't give a fuck. You're just carrying on.
Yeah, it'll probably take me a round or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Raja.
Okay, I'm gonna put two and two together and know that he's aiming at something airborne out there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to grab a handful of the meat out of one of these boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Just like snatch it as I walk over to the door.
Lash meticulously put the boxes back
Oh,
together.
that's right. Did you nail them shut as well, or can I just open it and grab it?
The one that I opened is probably easier to open because I've loosened I kind of just
slam
tamped
shut.
it back down.
Lash, roll me a d20.
Sure.
The higher it is, the higher your DC.
Okay.
This is how well she did it. Hey!
Oh,
Probably-
I slapped
yeah.
it.
Probably you're going to be fine
Okay.
She was in
to
a
do
hurry.
something here. So yeah,
with
give
this-
me
with
either
this-
a strength or a dex roll to try and
What-
prize these things out.
If I have to pry it open, I might not. Would I have to use that? Would that be my action or bonus action for the turn?
Yeah, you're like interacting with an object.
Okay, I'm gonna say never mind then. Like, look at it, see that she closed it. Never mind that idea. So instead, you had to open the box. Let's do this. And then I'm gonna walk right over here. Ding.
Oh.
And I don't know which of these things he just fired at. Right? Could I gauge based on the angle he fired at? Would I be able to tell which one he hit?
If you give me a perception check, I'll let you just do like a sly one. Yeah, there's one which has these three darts in it. The darts are kind of beginning to disintegrate and disappear, sort of turning into arcane dust. But it does have this like very clear wound on it. It's the one slightly further away, over here. Oh my god, I almost moved your character there.
That one. Okay.
The one over here.
Yeah,
The one over here.
Falling.
I'll walk up, kind of look at the gnome. Will this work? And pull out the revolver and then fire at that one that he already hit. Do that
That was a hit.
and that.
Another 13 to this thing up here. So yeah, it barely recovers from flying, being hit by these 3 projectiles before it's hit by another one. Just it's a much more gory, less precise attack as this piece of lead just strikes it. It loses a little more momentum but continues to fly. Doesn't like it though. Not at all.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and cast I forget the name of it. What's my spell called? Ensnaring Strike. Wait, do I have to cast this before I attack, don't I?
I don't actually know because is this one of your bullshit things or is it a spell?
No, it's a standard spell. Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before this spell ends. So I would have needed to do that in advance, huh?
Yeah, you can do it. You've not really used it, right? So you're good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with that. So it's a DC 13 restrain.
Okay. Let's see here.
And then 1d6 piercing damage each turn until it breaks free.
It's a strength check.
Correct.
Kind of doesn't matter because it rolled a 20, but just so that I know for the future. So I guess you try it. Just the bullet hits it, and then all this magical stuff comes out. How does it look?
Vines would come ripping up out of the ground, or in this case, since we're in the middle of the desert, I would assume roots, like dried up roots from like a cactus type plant,
Just
would come up and grab it, and then the thing just kind of like says nope.
Yeah, or maybe it sort of darts and flies a little ways out of it, and these roots kind of very anime launch around it, and it moves, able to avoid them. A few of them grip onto it, and it just one powerful beat of the wings avoids them. It does leave like it's bleeding quite profusely though, and it doesn't look like it's flying quite as neatly as the others. These things, by the way, are also higher up, so they're not only however, what are they, like 20 feet away, 15 feet away? They're also like 30 feet above where you guys are as well. But they look like they're descending in because they're after their lunch. They ordered in Uber Eats. I'm
going to end my turn by backing 10 feet away from the door so they don't get yanked out the door.
The first one here. This is going to be horrific.
Oh, God.
The one which is kind of injured just banks one way and just launches down towards the gnome. It brings itself in, and then let's see here.
So is the side carriage open? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Okay.
It's
It's like one of those big open
Yeah,
carriages.
yeah.
They're always at the beginning of a show where there's 2 people like leaning in it or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, first one is a miss, and the second one is a miss. Wow, you suck, dude. Or is it? Or is it? No, the second one is not a miss. The second one is a hit. And this is a dive attack. Okay. Let's see here. So basically this thing... Oh, God. This thing launches at the little gnome conductor. It just banks one way and then just dives in. It just launches itself at the gnome. The gnome kind of begins to move out the way, avoids the first initial like strike, but the rest of the Periton just collides with this little gnome. Just there's just a crash that will definitely be heard throughout the entire train as it just and this Periton just now is in the side of this cargo hold, just looking around. The gnome is on the ground over there, but he's not dead or anything. He's just all kind of fucked up as he gets flung in the collision. Hang on, I need to math because I'm dumb. Cool. The second one.
I'm really glad I backed away from the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Solid idea.
shit. Does he get
The
thrown
second
out of
one-
the train?
No. The
Oh.
gnome just this thing is like here now.
Then we would never be allowed on a train.
It's in there. It's a bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
Is essentially what it is right now. Just smashing everything up inside. But it's also bleeding and fucked up. The second one lands on top of the train and just starts just trying to break through the top because this is just a wooden cargo hold, right? So it's just bashing and bashing and bashing. Yeah, you see above you, Lash and Raja, just splinters and cracks begin to show. Looks like it might take a little while for it to break through, though. And that brings us to Lash. The gnome, who is standing up and beginning to enchant something, looking up, says,
Hey, don't let it destroy my train, okay? There's gold in it. Hey, you, there's gold in it.
Gold?
Gold, yeah, stop that thing.
My eyes go super wide. I'm going to pop up onto this crate here, though, and actually take aim at the at this one. Yoink. And oh, I don't know if I need to roll that second bit, but
You are muted.
how did it do that? Oh no, hold on.
Huh?
Hang on, can you hear me now?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, what the hell, man?
The god stole his voice.
The god stole my voice. I don't know why my mic's turning off. I've got a new webcam and it's trying to, I think it's trying to make it my default mic or
Default.
something.
Yeah.
So yeah, the arrow hits this thing. You also get a sneak attack, so you can add your sneak attack bonus because you have an ally, which is the gnome conductor within 5 feet of something.
Shit.
How do you want to kill it?
So the arrow goes flying at it and actually goes straight into its heart. Whoa!
Yeah, you just kill shot this thing like perfect huntsman. The arrow strikes this thing and it collapses one way, and then it just collides with a couple of boxes and out the side of the door. It goes crashing and colliding with the desert below and disappearing behind the train as it carries on, powering through the desert. Anything else?
You just hear me go one down, and I'm gonna stay crouched. Actually, no, I lied. I'm gonna hop down here and crouch.
Okay. The second Periton is going to fly in and land. How intelligent are you, Periton? No, you're not that intelligent. Yeah, he's just definitely going to land here. The thing just like flies in. Oh, it still has movement. Cool. Lands. A huge bull in a china shop again. Dun, 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 turns and then flies, figuratively speaking, at you, Raja.
Don't be a bad bird. Bad bird.
It's not enough of a bird to understand. It's going to launch a multi-attack, so 2 attacks. So 15 and a 19.
My AC is 19.
Okay, so 1 hit. So this thing just comes at you. It's trying to gore you with its big old stag horns. Yeah, you avoid one, maybe bring the Tulwar up and just like bat the thing away. And then with the powerful swing of its head, you get caught across the chest and it spanks you for 7 piercing damage, which seems wrong to me.
Sorry, you meant 70?
7.
17?
No.
7.
No, I was fucking around. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. They now have, all of these Peritons now have advantage on everything they do. That ends that thing's turn. Carlias, the far end of the train, you doing anything crazy?
Did I wake up?
After that big crash, I bet.
You heard? I fired a revolver.
There's full on action happening. Like the train is loud, which is why I gave it sort of some. You didn't hear the initial like dung dung dung, but now there's like gunshots and like a huge crash. There's a load of boxes in the cargo area.
There's literally a
over.
Periton trying to break through the roof of the.
There's an enormous giant stag eagle just smacking its head against the top of the back carriage of the train. So if you don't wake up through this, then you must be some sort of dwarf or something.
I mean, you gotta It's not wrong. I'm gonna mosey on down to Strings and Arden and be like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah, I feel like as I'm like, what the fuck is going? And Arden's like still telling the story, like totally unfazed. I'm not sure. You awake now?
Deer? What?
Dear
The birds?
tea. No, tea party.
Deep? What are you going on about? What is happening? Why was there a gunshot?
Point outside.
And it wasn't even my gun.
Well, you should go back and check.
Oh shit!
Arden,
All right,
we can
fine.
talk about the tea party in a minute. Yes?
Well, how about we compromise?
Arden, not the time.
Ah, it's always the time. I'm gonna start walking, and I can tell the tale as we're walking.
Yeah. Well, walk and talk.
I'm gonna proceed into the back.
Did Strings even roll? Are you just?
Oh
are you
yeah.
just
Now I'll roll initiative. I wasn't going to join, but because I didn't hear anything. Now I'll roll initiative.
Sure.
There we go.
I tell a good story.
Amazing. The conductor runs around here. What can you do that won't fuck Raja up? Let's see. 1 second here. You're just gonna get fucked up by all of these ridiculous AoE spells.
Come on, disintegrate ray.
He could always
little
aim
gnome.
it like directly south where it doesn't hit me, you know?
How about this instead? Nice. Okay. He looks over at Lash and says,
It's the wrong one. You get the one outside next, yeah?
Oh, okay.
and then in Gnomish he says,
Tusa, taringi, pusa.
and you now have the ability to fly for 10 minutes. Actually, he's gonna need to fucking run. Can he actually get to you? Blat. Yeah, he gives you the ability to fly. He casts fly on you. So essentially, you have a flying speed of 60 feet. So you have double your movement, but you can fly. And he says,
Okay, you can fly now. But make sure you land before 10 minutes or you'll land either way, I guess.
Ooh, I can fly. That's all you're gonna hear from me until my turn.
that'll be him, Raja.
I'm not 100% sure the rule on ranged attacks. Am I at a disadvantage if I try to shoot this thing directly in the face with a revolver at point blank?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So after it gores me, then put away the revolver and say, "Oh, well, and now we get to the fun part," and try to hit it with a tulwar.
All right, give me attacks.
Hold on, Lash. You connected an attack on a 13, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, you
Yes.
did. Okay. I'm gonna make this a great weapon strike. So do the -5 for +10 damage if it hits.
Do you have multi-attack? Or
No,
am I
just
insane?
I only attack
you
once.
normally have all your crazy things. So yeah, that's a hit.
So it's 19. So I do 20.
Nice. Yeah, you probably just jammed most of the Tulwar's blade into this thing's very large. It's got like the body of a giant bird. But yeah, you just then you pull the thing out. There's a gush of blood that rushes off the Tulwar. The thing kind of staggers backwards, beats its wings a couple times, thrashes its head. You definitely hurt it a lot, but it's still up and alive. It's just bleeding profusely.
I'll rotate around this way a little bit and end my turn there.
Sure. Arden, you just gonna... What do you want to do on your turn?
I'm just gonna be walking with him. So I'm just walking with Strings and Carlias and telling the story. And then what part of the story? And the best part of the story is coming up. The seduction of the would-be princess. Now, to understand this properly, you must know that she was very beautiful. And of course, I looked ravishing as well. I'm going to use disguise self, my racial, to turn into her for a second.
It's the greatest combat ever.
And of course, she looks amazing. She's wearing actually a wedding dress.
Incredible.
She is just falling for me. And I look at her. She looked like this.
incredible. And you seduced her.
And then just switch back to my normal
we-
shape. And I seduced her.
We
right
cut
there.
back.
Hold on, what did you...
We cut back. So we're probably, if this was a movie, this would be cutting back from a scene where there's like Raja, Lash, and a gnome and these fucking huge bird stacks just launching spells, stabbing things with tulwars, and Lash just suddenly learning how to fly for the first time.
The culmination of her character.
The Daredevil hallway fight scene, like
Yeah,
jumping
this
off
thing
the
is
walls
smacking its head on top of the thing. There's another one which is like launching its antlers towards Raja, and then it cuts back. There's just a sudden just shift in music as these lot are just walking. Yes, and so casually I said that, and she looks like this, and then it comes straight back to the others. Just
I can fly.
Lash, you can fly. It is your turn. You have 60 feet of flying movement.
So
do you wanna do?
this is my best day ever. So I feel like that's probably distracting me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I will in fact fly out of this.
You need to fly
and,
20 feet upwards as well.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hover so above here where I am. So I
Yep.
fly out, and then I make my way back over here, and I go.
15, 25. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
actually go up to its level, or if I can get slightly above it. I guess I'll be slightly below it, won't I? Because it was like 30 feet up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you had 20 feet going up, so you can go
Sweet.
out and up, and you still have, I think, like 35 feet of movement.
Nice. Okay. In that case, I'm actually gonna fly
You can
to
fly up.
just right below it. Right below it.
Yep.
And then I'm going to aim my my short bow for my favorite target, the eyes.
Nasty.
One eye in particular.
One eye. Yeah, you flying maybe don't quite get to grips with the flying
Yep.
yet, and then you're like, whoa,
Oops.
and there's also the target is doing that thing that like giraffes do when they fight each other, and their heads are just doing
Yeah,
this.
they throw their.
This thing is just smacking its head against the ground. The arrow whizzes past its head, and then it notices you for the first time there. It is gonna fly up 10 feet.
Uh-oh.
Nope, it's gonna fly up 20 feet. So this thing just lets itself up off the train and then just beats its wings upwards a couple times and then just lets itself fall, beats its wings once, turns into a sort of dive bomb and just flies at you. You're kind of hovering above the train. The train might even be starting to pull away from where you
my
guys
God.
are,
Yeah.
and it just launches itself at you, attempting to just gore you into the ground. What is your AC?
15.
15? This is going to sting.
Ouch.
Okay, so let's see. The first one it just destroys you. You appear out of this thing, you miss your shot, and then this thing just flies up and just dive bombs
Oh,
you.
God.
The entire force of it, including horns, hit you
Oh.
for 12, 15, 18 piercing damage.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I mean,
How did it only hit me for 7?
And he does have gravity. You know that aliens guy? Gravity.
Because this thing has a dive attack, which means it gets an extra 2d8 of damage if it moves at least 30 feet towards you, and that's kind of what it does. It's like doom. So it done an extra 2d8, and that was on its first attack.
Good
Second
Lord.
one, I guess it's just a single.
Wait, I thought you said she could fly as she just drops to
Take
zero.
another. You take another 4 piercing damage as while this thing just hits you and you're falling, it's just you're just getting battered by this thing.
Oh my god.
First of all, you still up because that was a lot of damage.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I am still up, but barely.
This thing is like here. Obviously, we now have multiple layers going on, and Roll20 does not really allow
Yeah.
for this. It's my only singular gripe is that there's absolutely no way of
Well,
allowing.
if the train's like moving still, wouldn't they be a little bit behind the train by now?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So-
Actually,
Yeah,
we're going to
we'd be
say
back
that
a little bit.
at all times you're moving at say like 10 feet per round back without manually grabbing onto the train and letting it take you away. Yeah, that Periton fucks you up
Yay, wreck the
Strings.
shop.
I mean, I'm still walking with Arden, so I'd be probably caught up to Carlias by now.
I love how the music cuts out while we're watching them walk around.
And how did it work? What did you ask her? You said that and she believed you? Arden?
Hold on a minute. When did you meet the princess?
When he seduced her.
You what?
Arden, nothing?
The next Periton swings its head around a load at you, Raja. There's a terrible squawky scream from above you. I think both of these miss you, actually. It's, 11 and 12.
Yeah, no.
So it's just swinging its head like crazy, but it's bleeding profusely in front of you. Carlias?
Can I? I met the princess. When the hell did this happen?
Well, where do you think she disappeared to after the scuffle? The kerfuffle? The kerfifi?
What is that some term for sex?
Watch. I can only do this once a day. It's very important, but this is how I did it.
I turn
And we
invisible for
cut
6
back.
seconds.
We'll never know.
Can I actually, before we cut back, can I walk onto the next part?
You can move, yeah. You can absolutely move.
Can I not
Give me
let
a- give me
Arden
a-
take my turn?
Actually, as he enters the car,
Give me a
he would hear the
perception
combat
check.
music and know something is.
Give me a perception check as you leave, Carlias.
It's like some Stranger Than Fiction shit.
They're all having a
Hold on
nice
minute, what the
conversation.
music? Who's playing the music?
They're having a nice conversation, and you're all like, what the hell? You didn't see the princess. You open the door, and then suddenly you see this giant, great big thing just smash Lash, who is inextricably flying above the train, and the two of them are having a kind of mid-air combat over there. And then there's a load of thrashing and crashing from inside the train.
Raja?
Get off me, you disgusting bird thing!
Why is she flying? How
There
did
is
she
a
fly?
ladder. There is a ladder, for the record, out on this side here. So whenever you guys, if you ever have this sort of combat again, you can always get to this area here and assume that you can essentially climb up. I might add ladders.
Oh, can I climb up then? Can I begin
So
to
you can climb up onto the top if you want, instead of just staying on the bottom level.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
all.
Would he have line of sight of this bird? Ding. I don't know how tall it is. If he can see it above the boxes.
This one is in the cargo hold. The other one is outside of the cargo hold. So if he goes up on top, he has line of sight of the one on top. If he goes inside the door, he still doesn't have no. These, I think we ruled that just these ones here are like
Super fucking
high.
tall, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
These
I
ones
just
are
put
basically as
Kalaris
high as the
here
cargo
to
hold.
represent being on top.
Yeah, and these ones are much smaller, but you could potentially, if you wanted to, use these things as cover. If you jump on top of them and things, Raja, we'll just assume that you're jumping up and swinging and things. You can walk over all of them, but these ones here.
Gotcha.
And these ones here. So yeah, we'll just, because there's probably not the only time you're gonna have to fight on a train in this entire campaign. So that's how that is generally going to be ruled forever. Carlias, you climb up. Bear in mind that climbing up will take 20 feet of your movement as well. So wherever you came from is going to be another. You'll probably still be climbing up for the end or the beginning of your next turn. The conductor is freaking out. Man, you kind of sucks unless no one's around. Like, he does not fight in a group at all here.
Can't he just fire his AoE spell like right here?
What he can do, I think,
so the
what he
nuke
can
would
do-
hit the bird and not
A lot
me.
of it originates from him, doesn't it? Or
Fuck launching a fucking fireball on his beloved train. He's not firing a fireball on his train, you crazy?
He does love this train.
Do you realize this is his train? He's doing everything in his power not to
is his
destroy
life.
the train. Everything he does destroys his train. But what he can do is the following. He brings his arm back and says,
Oh, that's it. I've had it with these goddamn Puritans. I'm a goddamn effing train.
and brings up magic missile, which I think he produces 3 extra missiles this time. 'Cause he's casting it at level 5. So,
Holy
What level is this gnome?
Holy
Gnome's
shit.
fucking strong as shit, dude. That's what I said. Like, when you guys were fucking with him last time, I was like, oh, I get this.
Playing with fire.
He just launches like 6 magic missiles, just or 7 magic missiles, and they just they probably pin this Periton to the large boxes that we were just discussing. It's it. There's a moment before they disappear arcanely, and the thing just slides down and is completely and utterly destroyed. It falls, just its wings fall out in front of it, and the little gnome just.
Okay. Whew. Well, I'm glad that's over.
Rajo, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to, with that one dead, I'm gonna. I'm gonna assume that I heard Lash getting destroyed by the thing on the roof.
There's the terrible clash of Lash and the Periton. Yes.
Okay. Is it? I guess I can't tell until I go out there, so never mind. I'm going to deliberately show off because I'm just going to run and just like jump out the side of the train, except catch with one hand like the roof of it and let my momentum spin me around so I do like this flip and come up on top of the train.
You're gonna do the whole Orlando Bloom on that elephant thing.
Totally.
Oh my
Yep.
god. Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly
I might as
what I was
Like when he does
thinking
on
of.
that horse. When
I
he
mean,
does
That's how he
on
mounts
that
a
horse.
horse, too.
after the last level up, my dexterity is 20. I'm as nimble as a human being can possibly be. So why
Yeah.
not? I'm gonna go
give
for
me,
it.
Give me an acrobatics check to do it.
Crit fail? No, 16.
Crit fail would have been horrific for you.
It
Yes.
would've
I would have
hilarious.
just missed. I would have just missed the roof and flown out. The
You would have just
And
jumped
he gets
out.
run
yeah.
over by the train.
Like the thing that you were grabbing onto would have broken, and you'd have just launched yourself out of a moving train. No, yeah, you pull it off with almost as much finesse as you would like, essentially, and you can flip yourself up onto the roof and stabilize yourself for a moment, and then continue to do what you want. Yeah, these Peritons, the Periton and Lash actually are at roof level, so they're kind of in front of you, but a bit further down.
Perfect. I'm going to. I'm going to.
I thought you did
I'm
as well.
Huh? What's up?
I thought you froze. I thought you
thought your camera
disconnected or
froze.
something.
No, I'm trying to figure out which of my many bonus actions I want to use because everything I do is a bonus action apparently. Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, I'm going to target it with Slayer's Eye, and then go in for a hit. That. Is what I'll do.
It has basically no special bullshit going on, honestly.
Mhm.
So Slayer's Eye won't give you any extra information unless it gives you. No, you're good.
I just want my extra 1d6
yeah,
and
yeah.
go
Just in
smack
case
it
you-
in the face.
Yep. Smack it. Smack it in the face. An extra d6.
Oh,
What a terrible shame.
ouch.
Crap! Why did I use Slayer's Eye? There goes my bonus action, because on a crit I can hit it twice. But I used my bonus though, so I can't do it.
I mean, yeah, like Raja, I guess, probably appears and runs Lash. You're just like probably staggering. You're not actually like on the train. You're like kind of floating just above it.
Right, barely flying.
The Periton kind of is like vaguely in the air. It gives a beat of its wings, and then suddenly Raja is there, and he just brings the Tulwar across the side of it and opens up a very deep wound across one side of the Periton. It staggers and lands itself, turning its head between the two of you. Arden.
I was gonna see if you're gonna preface that with anything. I'm gonna be telling my tale, and then I'm gonna step into the combat room at the end of my 30 feet.
Yes. You have
And-
combat music. You have access to combat music. Well done.
And then I'm gonna use my dash act to move back into the room a little bit.
Yep. Finrenna and Garble are just looking at you. The both of them hanging over the back of this booth. And Finrenna just says to you, Arden, Arden, what's going on? Is it-
Strings,
Yeah. Yes.
come here.
I'm coming. slowly. I'll be there.
Arden, you have access to the music again.
Weird. So as I was saying, the princess was a lovely lass.
By himself outside, by the way. Like Carlias is like halfway up a ladder and he's just still telling the story.
That's my turn.
Lash.
So barely flying as I am.
Barely flying.
You know what? Why don't I just do this? I'm in range to stab him. He's standing now.
Yeah,
on
he's
the
kind of
train.
like he's just like running along the train kind of thing. Yeah,
I'm gonna
stabilizing himself.
I'm gonna go for his eye again, but this time with the rapier.
That's a hit.
All right, and then
12.
Holy
Nice.
crap.
Yeah, I feel like with a 12, you probably do get his eye, but not quite his brain. You just bring the thing over, slash down the front of this like stag's eye, opens a terrible wound, blood pouring. You definitely slice and pop an eyeball open. Doesn't quite kill it. But it does fatally wound it. Like it's on its last legs here. But it's still alive. Oh, no. You get an extra sneak attack because Raj is there. Roll me your sneak attack. Remember, whenever you have an ally within range of the enemy, you get a sneak attack because it's kind of preoccupied slightly.
Oh,
so you
okay.
can use that to your advantage to do some weird stuff.
Sweet. Yeah, I gotta remember
Also,
that.
if
That's
you
awesome.
ever have advantage, if I say, oh, roll your attack with advantage, you also automatically
Also
get
get
a
the
sneak
sneak.
attack.
Sweet.
So, yeah, it's still not quite enough, but the wound cuts even deeper, and this thing, yeah, continues to be pretty much on its last legs entirely. It lashes out. Damn it, I can't say that. I always say that, and now I can't say it. At both of you, 2 3s with both of its attack, 1 each. It launches its antlers over one way and then weakly launches them back over in its last sort of death throws in an attempt to hit both of you, but fails miserably. Back in the cabin, Strings.
I'm just following him as he's talking. Sorry, the door jammed. What were you saying?
Oh, did you not hear like the last 10 minutes? You must have not heard the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
So,
yes.
we were on this train.
Yes. Back to the seduction, is it?
No. I have to
Father.
tell the story all over
Okay.
again.
Yes. All right then.
All right, let's compare
From the
notes.
beginning.
Yes.
Carlias,
compare
they
notes.
are talking about something just a little below you. You do your last climb, I guess, up onto the roof.
no, is that-
and you see, you can still keep moving, I guess.
Sorry, yeah,
but this-
I'm gonna finish my movement and like go after
Honestly, at
Carlias
this point,
while
you've
I'm-
missed the whole thing. Carlias is up above you. There's way less commotion coming from within the cargo hold.
Following him.
Carlias, you see Raja and Lash with swords and tulwars out, kind of dealing with this enormous, monstrous creature at the far end of the top of the train carriage. What do you want to do?
Lash is still flying, right?
Yeah, I am.
Falling gracefully.
Yeah. Sort of flying.
How the hell are you flying?
Flying! That's all I can get out.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
Watch this! I'm about to do something really cool!
Don't say you're gonna fly as well, I swear.
Maybe!
Carlias, roll me a sleight of hand check to try and catch your cowboy hat as it flies off your head because you're on top of a moving train.
Oh.
Bastard.
Hey, yeah, the hat goes woof. For the first time, we see underneath Carlias' cowboy hat. What does his hair look like?
Does it look like this?
He's bald.
He's got really long hair. It just whips out in front of him. But he
Like
just about
adventure
gets
time.
he gets his relatively live dwarven fingers out, grabs the hat, probably does the whole Michael Jackson flip it back onto
You
his
get
head.
me in the face as I'm like climbing and cresting the ladder. Like,
Yeah,
come
the
over-
hair whips around. You want to do anything, Carlias, in terms of actually fire a shot or anything like that?
Yeah, on the last Periton that's alive.
Don't you even think about it!
He spins his gun in
I'm
his hand.
thinking about it.
It's a hit. It's almost definitely dead. Yeah, how do you want to kill it? Raja is...
told you!
What is Raja doing? Like, gearing up? Is his limit break beginning? His sword's, like, magically infused? He spins it around his head?
He's
like a bolt of lightning coming down.
he's slid behind it and he's airborne above it with the sword pointed down, about to impale it, and it just dies to the bullet.
And Carlias spins up the revolver, hits the hammer, and straight through the eye.
Yeah,
the other
and
eye.
You just shoot it through the eye. Boom! As Raja lands and hits the top of the roof. Give me damage, Raja. To the precious roof.
Okay, well, I'm impaling through the bird into the roof then.
Give me an attack roll then.
Oh god.
Hey, I'll allow it.
Oh god, dude.
Yeah.
Another crit.
The conductor's gonna kill you.
You just like the thing dies, its head knocks back, and then the head is caught by the tulwar and just it goes straight down. Then, from the conductor's perspective, the edge of a tulwar just pierces through the wood, followed by like a dripping blood, tick, 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 as the Periton is killed. The conductor looks up and says,
Hey, Sandwalker, what are you doing? We're supposed to be protecting the train.
Can I hang my head through the opening right here and just be like, you told me to kill it.
Yeah, I told you to look after the train too. Now only she gets gold.
Yeah.
It's a tiny little.
Hey, can you move this big old thing here?
Hang on. And then the tulwar like go back up through the roof, and I just kick the bird corpse off the roof.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
Huh, that's a sight I've seen before.
Well, we missed something, didn't we?
Yeah, I can fly.
You can fly for the next like 9 minutes or 9.5 minutes.
I can fly. I feel like even kind of as injured as I am, I'm still ecstatic.
You have like neither of your wings arms would actually work as flight, but you're magically flying. So like really you're all bent up from being gored really badly. You're sort of like mangled up, maybe kind of like a couple of really badly bruised ribs and stuff. You're just like but you're sort of just flying around
just like
a little bit.
splaying blood everywhere with every
the adrenaline. I just can't feel the pain.
It looks like a bird that's crashed into a windshield, just kind of staggering around here.
Probably one eye is like going inward.
Lash, come down here for just a moment. You can.
Yeah.
fly.
You want me to?
I'm just gonna like. As she gets close, no.
Yank kind of
closer. No. And I'm gonna cure wounds. At second level, can I do that? Do I have spells? I do have spells.
Second level spells.
There you go. For 9. It's 9. What is that
Okay,
number?
so I had 4 hit points. I now have plus 9.
I'm just gonna let go. Just bye.
You can fly around for the next 9 minutes.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
you're
so
able
going to.
Elias, dwarf, I thought Kenku couldn't fly.
I'm gonna ask you the same thing.
Well, I'm no expert.
Raja?
At this moment, I'm gonna do the reverse of the acrobatic thing I did to get on the roof, and just kind of like casually come like rolling down with a backflip and land inside the thing, and hopefully not fall off the train.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics check. Yep, 100%. It's even
you
easier and better.
Do that.
Just like come spinning and flipping back inside.
The Orlando blooms in.
You just ran away from us.
Yeah.
You're muted.
Your mic.
We're on top of the train. He asked you a question, and the response was,
how about
Your
we
mic
go
just
to a
died, dude.
break?
Yeah.
Right there. Give Fairlight a chance to bring his his mic back. When we return, the group will pull up in the brand new city, sort of brand new, the first city they were ever in, but not really in. It's in River. See you guys in a couple of minutes.
We'll be right back. 3 to 5 while we fix this.